You have been praying the same prayer for months, maybe years, and you keep asking the same question underneath it. Is God even listening? Here is the part nobody tells you. The blessing you are waiting for might already be on its way. It might have been released the moment you asked, and the reason it feels stuck is not because God changed his mind. It is because something in your daily life is quietly standing in the way of it landing. I want to walk you through 5 of those things, not to make you feel guilty, but because once you see them, you cannot unsee them. And that is usually the first step to breaking free. Before I go further, if any part of this convicts you even a little, stay with it. Like this video, subscribe if you want more of these, and drop a comment telling me which one hit you hardest. It helps more people find this message, and honestly, it helps me know I'm not just talking to myself. The first one is easy to miss because it feels so normal. Complaining. Not the big, dramatic kind, the small kind. The sigh under your breath when traffic is slow. The comment about your job, your body, your marriage, your finances. The ones you say so often you don't even register them as complaints anymore. You just call it venting. But Scripture tells a different story. An entire generation wandered the wilderness for 40 years, not because the promised land moved, but because they grumbled against what God was already doing for them. Their words became their prison, and complaining does something subtle to you. It rehearses the problem until the problem becomes your identity. It trains your mouth to describe your life as stuck, and your life starts to agree with your mouth. The second one is heavier, and it hides in places you'd never expect. Unforgiveness. You think you've moved on because you don't think about the person every day, but then their name comes up, or you see their face online and something tightens in your chest that you can't explain. That tightness is not nothing. It's a locked door. And here's the part that should stop you cold. There's a warning that if you don't forgive others, your own forgiveness gets held back too. Not because God is petty, because unforgiveness and receiving grace cannot occupy the same heart at the same time. You can't hold a grudge in one hand and open blessing in the other. The hand is already full. The third habit is quieter than the first two. It doesn't look like sin, it looks like busyness. Neglecting your time in prayer and in the Word. Not because you rejected God, but because life got loud and prayer got squeezed into the leftover minutes if it got any minutes at all. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word, which means if you have stopped hearing, you have stopped growing faith, even if you never noticed the moment it happened. Spiritual dryness rarely arrives as a crisis. It arrives as a slow forgetting. And you can't walk in power you have quietly stopped listening for. The fourth one is the one people are most afraid to name: hidden sin. The thing you've never said out loud to another human being. The thing you've justified so many times the justification feels like truth now. Here is what I need you to hear. Hidden sin does not disappear because it stays hidden. It just grows roots in the dark where nothing can touch it. But Scripture makes a strange promise. Whoever conceals their sins will not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Confession is not humiliation. It's the light finally getting into the room, and things that have been hiding in the dark cannot survive the light for long. The fifth habit might be the most dangerous because it can look like strength, self-reliance, handling it yourself, fixing it yourself, praying about it once and then quietly taking the wheel back because waiting felt unbearable. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, not some of your heart, all of it. Self-reliance is exhausting because it was never meant to carry what only God can carry. And every time you take control back, you're not speeding up the blessing. You're just carrying weight that was never yours to hold. So here is where I want to leave you. None of these 5 things mean God is far away from you. If anything, the fact that this list is unsettling you right now might be proof that He's closer than you think, gently showing you what's been in the way. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. That promise was never canceled. It's been waiting on the other side of these 5 doors the whole time. You don't have to fix all 5 today. Pick one, the one that made your stomach drop while you were listening. Start there. Confess it, forgive it, put down the complaint, open the Word again, let go of the wheel, and watch what happens when the block finally moves. If this spoke to you, comment, "God, I choose your way," and send this to someone who needs to hear it isn't God who's been holding back.